here is refactored scores, right? Yeah, unfortunately, we're calling that score panel in the middle score as well. I think that's fine. I think that's probably good enough. Okay, so now let's go back into the game state. So we now have player stars and round scores. And we're keeping that round there in front just to make it plainly obvious that the star score is not the same as the round score. Okay. So I think I'd like to, what was that Godot function called again? Push warning. Push warning. This is going to be a deprecated function as well. Deprecated handler game state dot emit draw. So this is no longer important either, is it? Okay, I might just gut this, to be honest, and just see what breaks. Okay, so this was the error that the mistake we made earlier, which got rid of our cheat codes. So right now, we say if type is equal to question mark, then type is equal to get a random weapon. Otherwise, we can just pass the type in there like that, right? Cool. So that will allow our cheat codes to work correctly again. So we no longer need to check for victory. When we remove stars. So now the players themselves are checking for victory, which maybe architecturally is a little unsound. But I think because of the chain of events that needs to happen with the animations and stuff, it kind of makes sense to just let all that logic happen there. Spaghetti code, spaghetti code. So I definitely have put off like refactors for this game because I see the game being like so small in scope. Right, like once the system is in place, I think we'll just add a few more levels and probably won't even add any more weapons, to be honest. Just do some balance updates and then just release. And then if there is some form of like positive feedback from the community and the audience, then we might refactor and then start adding additional features and modes and things. But if there isn't some sort of like reverberation with other people, then the game can just be what it is, right? And then we can just leave the messy code. So it's like optimizing for TTM, right? Time to market. Okay, so I think most of that should just work now. And now let's jump into Godot and sort of come up with a some sort of victory screen, I guess. So that's going to be a... Oh, what's that? Those are like my bookmarks, I guess. So I guess it's going to be a user interface, right? Yeah, it is going to be a user interface. Okay. And I guess this is actually going to be a HBox container, right? And then we're going to create one here, which I guess is going to be like a color rect. And we'll call this player 1. And we can just set this to horizontally expand. And we'll... So I think I need to save this whole scene. And what should we call it? GY. I think I'm just going to save over this victory pop-up. Or maybe just call it victory screen. Victory screen, cool. And let's name that root node victory screen. There we go. And then I'm going to save this player 1 as a branch, as its own scene, because we're going to duplicate it. And we'll call this a player screen. Okay. And that will allow us to duplicate it and split it in two. And then we can apply a red color. Maybe something like that. Whoa. What's happening, man? Maybe like a dark red. So quite dark. Yeah, I like that. So it's almost indistinguishable. Can I copy that color? Nope. Okay. So in fact, this color is, we shouldn't be setting it here. Okay, so what we should be doing actually, I think, is attaching a script to this player screen, right? No, let's not do it here. Let's detach that. Let's jump into the player and attach within the scene like that, and then that will get attached in both places, and we can call this player screen. Okay. And if we jump into this, what I want to do is, where was it? Victory screen. I want to export a variable to the editor, right? Export var, I guess, var, I can't remember the syntax, int var player number, and it will default it to 1, and it's going to be an integer, so we can do that, I guess. Okay, and then on ready, we're going to set our color. So what we can do is do a const player 1 color is walrus equal to color. And we can do the same thing for player 2. And right now I'm just going to be lazy and say red, green, blue, alpha, red, green, blue, alpha, and here we can just set our color equal to match the player number, right? If it's 1, set our color to the player 1 color. And let's just use an underscore catch-all to do the player 2 color. Okay. And I believe that's just color, right? Property color. Yep, cool. All right, so that is now going to set our panel's color at the beginning of each victory, and we can just set our player 2 to be player 2, and it might pay for us to just have a dark featureless background while we build the rest of the scene. Okay. So what else do we want? I guess we just want a label, right? But we want it to sort of be like on the side, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I haven't done like rotation with Godot's GUI elements. I'm not convinced it's going to work, to be honest. Okay, let's load our block fonts. Block score. There we go. So I have a feeling as soon as we start rotating this, it's just going to start going a bit crazy. Huh? Okay. Maybe it will work. Okay. But I guess we actually want to rotate the whole screen. So we could say rotation equals, for player 1, 90. And for player 2, 270, I guess. And see what that looks like. Something like rect. Rect rotation or something, right? Rect rotation, yep. I don't know why they have different names for these properties. between the GUI and the 2D nodes, but okay, yep, if you want it. So we can say